Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you. Roll call?
Blankenship.
Here.
Joseph.
Here.
Densmore. Here. Steiner.
Here.
Godwin.
Here.
Conroy. Here.
Do we have a motion for the approval of the minutes?
Make a motion to approve the minutes as written.
Do we have a second?
I second it.
Any comments, add additions, deletions? Call for the vote?
Joseph.
Aye.
Densmore.
Aye.
Steiner.
Aye.
Godwin.
Aye.
Conroy.
Aye.
Blankenship.
Aye. Solicitor monthly report, he's not here, he'll be here at the next meeting. Police monthly report, and if I could ask everybody to step up to the microphone, I've noticed, listen to the meetings afterwards, that someone's not there, they're not gonna hear them out there.
Fine.
All right, thank you.
So for the month of February, there were 10 house checks, 113 business checks, 1 domestic incident, 33 traffic stops, 2 motor vehicle accidents, 1 welfare check, 12 traffic citations were issued, 1 reported suspicious vehicle, and 5 reported animal complaints. And then on February 7th, 11:59 a.m., our department responded to 2483 West Common for what appeared to be an apparent suicide by means of a firearm. The firearm was collected, and the deceased male was transported to the Summit County Medical Examiner's Office for further investigation. February 7th, our department responded to North 3rd Avenue for a motor vehicle hit skip. After further investigation, the driver at fault was located and issued citations for failing to control and leaving the scene of an accident. And then lastly, on February 13th, our department responded to another motor vehicle hit skip accident, 7975 South Cleveland Maslin. After further investigation, the driver was located and issued 2 citations. And of those 12 tickets that were written, 1 was written for speed on Clinton Road, and there were 5 speeding tickets written on South Cleveland Maslin Road.
Okay, thank you. Any questions?
Keep up the good work.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Next, we have Fire Chief monthly report.
So for the month of February, we had 24 total calls, 7 fires, 17 units were rated, 14 were in the village, 10 of them were outside the village. Part of that was 1 dispatch error. I also handed in, last meeting, you guys approved Brandon Minor on approval of background check. I showed Mayor his background check, came in clear. And then I'm also requesting that, another individual get put on. His name is John DeFrancisco. I handed the mayor his application and his background check already. He's newer. I did a lot of his paramedic class at the start state, so he's been medic for a few months, but he works full time down in City of Canton. And his background check came back clean also.
So you're looking for a recommendation?
Name is,
John DeFrancisco.
yes.
Motion that council approve the hiring of John DeFrancisco. Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any questions, comments at this point? I've examined this and taken the fire chief's recommendation. So call for the vote.
Densmore.
Aye.
Steiner.
Aye.
Godwin.
Aye.
Conroy.
Aye.
Blankenship.
Aye.
Joseph.
Aye.
Mutual aid, or is that on a quarterly report?
It's on that. You mean for the individual?
Yeah, I just don't see it in here.
Yes, down at the bottom.
Oh, okay. A lot of times it's in a breakout. Okay.
Also, I forgot to mention that, they had a meeting with ODOT about the 21 project that's coming up soon. They're gonna end up closing off a few of the cut-throughs on 21, including Clinton Road. They're bringing in Michigan turnaround, which is gonna be down past Clinton Road, and then you have to come back around. So with that being said, Chippewa, we're probably gonna be working more closely with Chippewa because it's.
Which side of the road?
Yeah, if it's southbound, if they're in the northbound road, like south, Clinton Road or south, Eastern Road, Edwards Road, then we're gonna be working a lot more with them with MVAs. There's a lot of MVAs up on 21, if you guys have any other.
Right, right.
With MVAs, because it's gonna take them an extended period of time for response.
And when is this happening?
They're beginning in May.
Yeah, in May.
So, clarification, sorry, I'm trying to follow. So they're going, if you go up Clinton Road
I
and
will
you want.
cover this in my report, all the rest of it.
Great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Wayne, did you want this back for now? All right, thank you. All right, Street Commissioner monthly report.
Had a couple salting events, orders were sold, should have filled up. Haven't noticed, a few of the new Clinton signs that are in the village that we purchased. Been doing some maintenance on the mowers and stuff, getting that stuff ready for spring, and, did some pothole repair.
Your voice is still not coming back. Man, it's taking forever.
Very big stuff.
Yeah, wow.
Signs look good. Do you have half up?
Yeah, I would say pretty close to half of the bigger ones.
Okay. Great.
Any other questions, comments for Street Commissioner?
Where are they located?
They will be at the entrances to the village, so the ones I have up for Clinton Road, Little Maslin, one on Common. There's one on Innisfil that I think will replace it with the big one. And, that's all I have up right now, but then there'll be one down here at south end of Cleveland, Mass, to start County Line. And then there'll be some smaller ones that go on the smaller, Warwick, and some of the smaller roads that aren't as busy traveling.
All right, any other questions, comments? Let's not make him talk too much. Thank you very much, Kevin. Fiscal officer's report?
I don't have anything.
Okay. Any questions for our fiscal officer? Unfinished business.
We need to approve, at the last meeting, we were presented, but OHM received in bid pricing for the sidewalks. We need to approve one of those two bids. Per Jason, our engineer at OHM, he's recommending that we go with Perrin as they're the lowest and the best on the bidding. So at this time, I'll make a motion to accept Perrin as the lowest and best bidder and enter into a contract for the sidewalk project.
Have a motion, is there a second?
Second.
Okay, I have a question for you. Are you accepting spending up to the $80,000 in this bid, or you want to cap it at 60 and cap their, because 60 is what we already have budgeted for it. So if we recommend the 79,955 here, we got to approve almost $20,000 more to complete the project.
Thought it was 11,000 we were,
That's our share.
that's
Yeah, we've
our
already
share.
paid, yeah.
I thought we already approved that amount.
We did.
Yeah. So you're asking if we're approving more?
We approved,
Motion to sign the contract, so we're gonna get
Okay.
the contract. that's
so
what
we are
has to
only
be-
spending up to 60,000, okay, so it is staying, okay. I just need clarification there, thank you. Any other questions, comments on this before the vote? All right, call for the vote.
Steiner,
Aye.
Godwin,
Aye.
Conroy,
Aye.
Blankenship,
Aye.
Joseph,
Aye.
Dexmore.
Aye.
Anything else under old business? Anything else under old business? Anybody have anything else? Okay. Mayor's communications. First, I'd like to start with the proclamation. It's actually in your folder here. Whereas 2024 marks the 150th anniversary of the Akron-Summit County Public Library. And whereas in January 1874, the Akron City Council passed an ordinance to create a free public library for the city. On February 27, 1874, the Board of Trustees of the newly formed Akron Public Library met for the first time with John R. Buchtel serving as first board president. A century later, in 1974, the library became the Akron-Summit County Public Library, incorporating suburban branch libraries into its system. Whereas today, the library comprises of the main library in downtown Akron, 18 branch locations throughout the city of Akron and the county of Summit, 2 bookmobiles, and a mobile services van. The Akron-Summit County Public Library provides resources for learning and leisure, information services, meeting spaces, and programs for all ages that support, improve, and enrich individual, family, and community life. Whereas the Summit County Public Library has a legacy of recognizing the natural correlation between literature, design, and art, and the importance of those concepts to the realm of public service. When Andrew Carnegie granted the funds for the city for a library building in 1901, architects ensured the building included Ohio sandstone, Tiffany glass, and Italian marble, combining regional, national, and international elements. Since then, the library has sought to provide access to important works of art in its buildings, emphasizing local works with broader significance wherever possible. As a focal point for many local activities and as a valuable instrument for community improvement, the Akron-Summit County Public Library has set an example of excellent service, learning, diversity, and inclusion. Now, therefore, I, William C. McDaniel, by virtue of the authority vested in me as mayor of the Village of Clinton, Summit County, Ohio, do hereby proclaim February 27, 2024 as the 150th anniversary of the Akron-Summit County Public Library, honoring the Akron-Summit County Public Library sesquicentennial. In witness thereof, I hereunto set my hand and cause the seal of the village to be fixed this 5th day of March for the year of our Lord, 2024. So that is, they had sent me something about all that. I thought that's great information, and the library affects all of us. You can even go online and get books from them, which is kind of cool. So that's up to date. Some other news, the Route 21. Last week, I attended a meeting in Doylestown where they had a wonderful building there. I didn't know they had that building, Daniel something center. But anyways, they were going over, I don't remember, 4 years ago, I went up to Doylestown to the high school to attend a meeting when they were talking about this project. And basically, as our fire chief had stated, putting in what is sometimes referred to as Michigan U-terms, they actually have a formal name for it, which the other name sticks quite easily. But the idea was to come up and at there's 4 different intersections in Summit counties. We're coming over Wayne County up through Route 21. We're Route 21 and up there by that gas station. No, north of that. Eastern, yes. Okay. What's that? Yeah, 585. Yes. So the original plan was to do all of these through here. Edwards was going to stay the same. The one at 585 where Eastern and 21 Cross, that one is going to stay the same now. That's been changed in 4 years. And I found out something I did not know is that Norton could oppose that, and they did, and so it's not going to get changed. Down here at Clinton, it's still the same program. Typically, we're not going to be affected coming to Clinton because you're still going to be able to make a left-hand turn if you're going southbound on 21 to turn on Clinton Road. You can still make a left there. That they're keeping and do the traffic, do what we need down here. Of course, going northbound, you're going to have a right-hand turn lane, and you'll be able to have more room to slow down, which I think there's already a turn lane there, if I remember right. It's been a while since I drove that.
Coming south? Yeah.
From the north. From going north. Going northbound, yeah.
Yeah, there is.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
there is. It's kind of, I think they're going to lengthen that, and they're going to have to for those U-turns. And there's some places that in Wayne County that those U-turns have already been put in place. I think 585 is one of them. And I think there's a few others that I've seen. So that's what's happening there. This is to start in May, and it's going to there's going to be construction during the summer months, and then come November they'll get stuff back open again to start all over again next year for the ones they didn't get done. So 2024 and 2025, they'll be doing all the lanes. In 2026, they'll finish up with a lot of signage and stuff like that. So it's quite an undertaking.
John told us today the reason it affects them is because they're gonna take one side and completely shut it down, and it's gonna be one lane traffic north and
Mhm.
south on the other side.
Yeah.
So if the accident is on, I mean, Chippewa's not gonna be able to just come straight across, because that's northbound or southbound, whichever one they're closing. Only one side will be open and one lane both directions.
Yeah, it's gonna.
Turn out the northbound lane first, so everything's gonna be shoved on the southbound lane.
Okay. The one thing they're doing, and it's one thing we're looking at as we're doing our roads here, is that they have the same problem with 21 that we've had on many of our roads, is that there's a lot of places that the sides or there's different parts don't have the structure needed. So they're actually going to dig up part and actually make the foundation solid. So it's going to be a better expressway, last a long time. And that's a good thing that I see happening. So a couple years of inconvenience. Hopefully we'll be done. This goes faster than the central interchange in Akron has been going. Have you noticed that?
Maybe they'll fix the joints.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum.
So the takeaway is you go, if you want to go, you go up to either Edwards or to get on 21.
Or you go backwards.
Oh, there's that.
Yeah. There's Okay, so that's that. Oh, also, if you want to see the construction, you have to look this up. I somewhere in this paperwork, I'm sure I have it, but you can go on the ODOT website and actually sign up for email alerts so that you can know what's going on. They said you'll not be able to. It's impossible to even call everybody and stay in touch that way, but this way that you can be on a huge list that you'll get the information. I've not done that. It's not going to change the inconvenience we're going to have, but you know, a lot of 2 years of inconvenience could mean many years of smooth sailing. All right, the next thing I attended Monday was the District Advisory Committee, and several things happened there. One, I'm now the village rep, the mayor for for villages, and they need a mayor for the village rep for that group, so I was nominated and elected to that board. So I get to attend a few more meetings there and decide what goes on. The other thing came up, of course, the solar eclipse. Now, you know, will this ever pass? Yeah, it will on April 8th. But the meteorology, this is what's interesting, and those of you who love solar eclipses are going to be disappointed, maybe. We won't know until about a week before. But through historical records, there's a chance that there could be cloud cover on that day, keeping us from seeing it. So we will see as time comes, but that is one of the that's one of the downsides I got out of that. Is like, it may not be as exciting if you can't see it, but we'll see.
Maybe snow.
You never know. You know, and keep in mind, for those of you thankful for the mild winter we've had, think about that this summer when the mosquitoes are alive and well, because winter did not kill them. What?
My weeds are still alive.
Oh, really? Yeah. So that's all I have for the mayor's report, council communications, and council committee reports. Anything? Okay. Citizens' comments, and nobody signed up for citizen comments. I see two people dying. We could, you know, I'd love hearing from you. Okay. Resolutions and ordinances.
Okay, this is the second reading. Resolution number R-24-01. A resolution authorizing all actions necessary to accept Northeast Ohio Public Energy Council, NOPEC, 2024 Energized Community Grant.
Okay, cool. All right, thank you very much. New business. Okay, moving on, council general discussion.
Well, since we didn't have a hard winter, and you know we're gonna have mosquitoes galore. Who talks to Summit County about spraying down here?
You know, I will ask at the next mayor's meeting who I can talk to, but I think they do have a plan that they come through and spray.
We usually get a schedule from Summit County Public Health each year with the dates that they will be here.
Well, I didn't see any last year.
They were here 4 times, I believe.
Did they go up or down Cleveland Madison Road?
They're
I-
supposed to
They're
go,
supposed to go on every road, but
but they're quieter than they used to be. Like,
Or either that, or they flew past like they did the year before.
Right, I remember that. In years when we've had really, really awful problems, I would contact them, and they have traps. And to get extra sprayings outside of those scheduled ones, they have to have so many there's a number of mosquitoes in those traps before they will come and do an extra spraying. So, yeah, it's interesting how that happens. I'm not sure it's equitable, but it just is what it is.
It's, I know I've tried things over the years, keep my lawn cut short and there's this garlic spray you put on the lawn. I did all kind of stuff. I don't know. It's gonna be an interesting summer.
Mm-hmm.
Any other general discussion? Yes.
It was a comment that was made last meeting, and I just wanted clarification on it. Matt, you had made reference to having to keep money back for sewers at the last meeting.
I think the word I used was bandwidth.
Okay, but from the last communication from Summit County, I thought a sewer system coming into the village they decided that they can't do it because we can't afford it. So,
I don't disagree with any of that,
okay.
but
I was just wondering if I missed something.
it will come in the future if we as residents don't fix our own personal systems. If we fix our personal systems, there may not be a public need for a public sanitary sewer. We're not at that point. We need residents to fix their systems. Otherwise, we're going to be at the mercy of expenses. And my point is we should leave taxpayer bandwidth for sewers if they ever come. We can't eat it up with,
Okay, I would just make
additional
sure, I was
taxes.
thinking, did I miss something because last time I thought it was dead in the water. So, but it also, and I'm looking at you because you were the one that talked to them as well as a previous, council person, that Summit County was going to be more diligent as holding,
let's hope.
residents accountable for keeping their systems going. Am I correct in that?
Yeah, that part I don't remember, but yeah, no, the sewer at this point is a dead issue, but like Matt says, if they come in and start inspecting, we find the level of, say, the red zone, which is where the biggest problem was, they could reopen it, So, but right now, it's still dead.
Okay.
But I agree with Matt, it would be, people got to have some breathing room, because if this issue does come back, it's going to be hard to sell to the public as it is, and if we're taxing them every which way we can, then not just we, but Summit County and state, as we fill up that place, people would say, that is enough, I don't want anything else.
This is our opportunity to catch up, right?
And they,
For so many years, people didn't do anything because the county kept saying sewers are coming, and they didn't fix their system or maintain their system. Well, that's not the case anymore. They're not coming with sewer. We need to maintain and fix our systems.
right, and they are, allowing and the package plant, the individual package plants, because before that was a little bit of an issue, but now that we're where we're at.
My understanding is they are approving just about anything a resident wants to do as far as
Okay.
approving their.
Just wanted
yeah.
clarification so
Mhm.
that Okay,
Yeah, if you
Yep.
want to build, you're getting approved for just about everything in here.
okay,
And we're finding out that even the commercial plants are getting approved by that state of Ohio.
yes.
So that's working. So
Yeah, yeah.
if we get all of our and what Matt's saying here is we get all of our septics in line with, passing, if they come up and inspect everyone they pass, we don't cut open something and find raw sewage going where it shouldn't be, yeah, they're not gonna push for a public sewer.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything.
And part of the permit fee that each of us pay, every 2 years, so it's biannual,
Mhm.
part of that permit fee is education from the health department. Maybe we should set up something to educate residents on this, the importance of it. If we could fix it, we'd be free and clear.
That'd be a great
Well-
thing to present right before the movie that night.
Yeah, well, I don't know that the movie's gonna happen after what I received.
Oh, really?
As far as insurance and, licensure and paying for the movie and all of that. So, the Community Development Committee will look into the investigation and see if it's even feasible for us to do something like that. So, it's not dead in the water, as you say, but now that there's a bigger price tag on it than we originally thought it might be,
Thank you.
we might need to think about that.
There it is.
I did like that idea.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, anybody else, Councilor, discussion?
Yeah, I got a question.
Sure.
So the sidewalks we're putting that in to beautify Clinton, correct?
Yeah.
Like make it look nicer?
Mhm.
The nice lady
Well,
that,
some of it is new sidewalk to get to the memorial wall.
And safety, because
Yeah, ADA.
there's
Mhm.
safety and there's like, if you ever walk on that sidewalk especially, there's some issues.
sure, but my whole point is, so it makes it a better place to live, correct?
Okay.
So it's a nicer town.
Beautifies it.
Why can't Jeff do anything with this yellow house down here with all the trash in the yard that's been there for years?
The old doctor's office.
That is so bad. We have a junkyard on this end. We have a trash dump over here. Everybody that comes through Clinton, they see the junkyard and then they see the trash.
Are both of them?
And we're spending money on sidewalks to try to make it a better place. We have a great historical society, or whoever that lady is, that puts up all the beautiful plants all over town.
It's right there.
And you do an amazing job, but we got a junkyard and we got trash.
And we,
And they have a dumpster and they have a pile of trash. I took a picture a month ago. The same pile of trash is still there. There has to be
along with
something
the
we can do.
pontoon boat.
I will give Jeff.
And Gordon's place, if you go to Google Maps, you can see half the cars were there 5 years ago.
I drove by the day, I saw a lot has been cleaned up, so
It looks horrible.
Okay.
I own shops.
Mhm.
I keep my shops clean. That is horrible. It looks like a junkyard.
And there's some residents also along.
But there has to be something that could be done. We got both ends of town trashed up.
Is the garage rented or owned?
No, we don't.
It's owned.
It's owned, okay.
Yeah, that's the rental. And so what I have tried to encourage Jeff is to quit talking to the renter. You need to go to the landlord. Is
the renter still the guy that wanted to have the concession stand that you guys outlawed? That's the same guy, right? I think that's probably why he has it so trashy looking, is because he's bitter, because he couldn't sell whatever he was selling out there.
Well, it wasn't that we outlawed it.
Oh, I'm not saying anything bad about that. I'm just saying
he was not complying with anything, and it was not even for Summit County health issues.
Sure.
With it was an issue. It was a problem.
I'd almost be willing to let him do that if he cleaned it up. I mean, I'm sorry. Every time I take my kids to school, I drive by that and I drive by that, and I'm thinking, we have such a beautiful community. We really do. And we're just trash on both ends. And we got these investors that have just bought these buildings here that are fixing these buildings up. They're going to make it beautiful. But we got trash on both sides. There has to be something Jeff can do. There has to be. I mean, it's got to be a zoning violation somewhere.
Well, I will say that there have been times that citations have been made through the landlord, and things got for a while. So it's something that.
So is it something we just got to keep up on and
Yes.
and hand a citation out once a week?
Well, and again, the key is going through the owner of the property as opposed to the renter.
We do,
And he lives down on Center Road.
we do have the way our policy reads, he can cite them, I think it's 15 days later, then the fines start adding up if he doesn't do anything.
We need to do something.
Yeah. Okay. And there's another process goes through with that, but yeah, it can be done.
Nothing is a fast, no, not like you usually.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if we start handing them citations, and if Jeff does it every time he's allowed to,
Mhm.
I mean, I own rental properties too, and if I'm getting cited, I'm gonna fix the problem, because that can add up to a lot of money.
Mhm.
So maybe if, I mean, I don't adjust part-time, but whatever that time limit is, if it's every 15 days, once a month, if we can get him to,
Well,
Keep
if the
doing that.
citation gets issued, if it's not followed in 15 days, start assessing the fines. I think it's at 30 days that we can take them to court. And then that can draw out however long that'll draw out. But it does come to a considerable amount of money. I mean, realistically, at 15 days is a nice grace period that they can just go and clean it up and avoid all the
I
fines.
don't know any landlord that's gonna wanna go to court and pay lawyer fees.
No.
Instead of tell their tenant, clean your crap up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I will talk to Jeff about that. Thank you. Any other general discussion? But it's been the most active general discussion I think we've had in probably 5 years, so thank you. Presentation of purchase orders and bills for approval.
Thank you, Mayor. In the back of your packet will be payment listings for 221 to 35. As we look through there, the most notable thing is OHM Advisors. That's $3,100 in engineering fees. That came out of our money we received from the county for the sidewalk project. I don't know if any, and then the other notable is $3,800 for Cargill, which is salt. We got more salt we don't need.
But the bin is full, so it looks good.
Yeah, we're required to take it. We
Yeah.
don't have a choice. And we still got more coming, right?
Do we have a purchase agreement with them that where we have to take so much per
Yeah.
year?
It's part of the negotiation on price. We
I have a friend that actually sells salt for Cargill, that's why I was asking. When's our contract up?
Well, this goes to the CUE, which is,
Yeah, we go through the CUE, which we have to purchase so much by the end of August.
Uh-huh.
And then we, a couple weeks ago, gave them how many tons we were wanting for the next season, for 24, 25 season.
So CUE is a buying group, for lack of a better term, and a co-op, and then we commit to buying so much salt, and they commit to a low price.
Okay.
Just the general idea, we have to take 80%. We don't necessarily get to take the 80%. It just becomes as a whole group, because Akron, New Franklin, Coventry, there's a whole slew of them in there.
Right.
Copley,
Norton, Barberton, Rittman,
Barberton.
yeah, all over.
So as a whole group, we are everybody goes through and says, well, I'm gonna take X amount of time, I'm gonna take X amount of time. So as a whole group, they have to take 80% of what they allocated from Cargill, because they gave them a number.
Sure.
Hey, we're gonna take this many tons, but we only have to take 80% as a group.
Do you know what our price is per ton?
54.10, I believe, is what it is.
Okay. So, but we're not, I guess my question, we're not in any kind of contract. We just belong to this group.
Well, there's a contract.
Yeah,
We're in a contract with
We're in
you.
a contract with CUE.
Yeah.
And is that contract got an expiration? What I'm asking is could we get bids from somebody else that supplies salt?
Sure you could.
But if we're in a contract for another 3 years, then
Most
56.80
everybody
a
here in.
what's that?
56.80 a ton,
5680?
New price is 54.
okay, for next year, yeah.
But as far as contract wise, most of them are either in the CUE program or their own state bid.
Gotcha. And how many tons do you use a year?
Vary.
We've been putting in our count at 600 ton,
600 tons?
but I think we're lowering it for the 400 for next year, because we have so much excess.
Okay.
Now this year we have allocated 600 ton, but in a sense I only have to take 80% of that, so that's a little
480,
over 400 ton.
yeah.
But I may take the full 600 because for the 24-25 season, I only took 450.
Sure,
So
okay,
who knows, next year you might have a bad winter, you don't know.
right,
Yeah, we have to be
So,
prepared.
I mean, the only thing that's nice with being in the CUE group is there's a lot of years that we didn't even take, as the village couldn't take the 80% because Copley or your bigger cities have taken all the overages. So we didn't have to take our 80%.
okay,
And a lot of times, communities in the northern part of the county will use more, they get more weather events than we do.
I
And
mean,
it's not all Summit County, there's
no.
in
Being in
different
that
counties
But
that are
they're
in
just
it,
looking at
so.
signing on, this last CUE meeting, they're looking at signing on Stark County Engineers and, Carroll County,
uh-huh,
which.
That'll bring it down even more.
Spreading out more. As far as that goes, I mean, with the salt, like I said, with being in CUE, as a whole group, you know, we're only allocated to take that 80%.
And that 5680 includes our delivery charge.
yeah, so that was my next question, is that delivered?
That's everything.
Okay,
That's everything.
all right, well, I'm gonna reach out to Chris and just see what he does, cause I know there's like 7 Cargill buyers, or 7 people that work for Cargill that can sell salt. And then he's been like a salt seller, I don't know what you call it, what the proper name is, but he's been doing it for 25 years. And he asked me, you know, if we belong to a group or if we're buying it directly from them. That's why I was asking.
Well, I think because of the group, well, we've been in a group forever. So, I mean, the reason why they're in a group is because they get a better price.
Right,
Now, I think it was last year, they actually negotiated the price because they were a little higher on the price and they negotiated less. But I mean, the CUE also doesn't just do salt, they do fuel and other things as well.
gotcha.
Cars, vehicles for the villages and stuff. But now, like, even though we have said we want 600 ton, our extra salt usage that we don't need, we can actually sell it to other municipalities. So if we don't have enough storage space in the house.
Okay. Thank you.
So, with that said, thank you, Kevin. With that said, looking to get a motion to approve the, bills, 45-184-57, again, for the pay period 2/21 to 3/5. Can I get a motion to pay the bills?
So moved.
Second, and is there?
Second.
Thank you. Any questions, comments? Call for the vote.
Godwin,
Aye.
Conroy,
Aye.
Blankenship,
Aye.
Joseph,
Aye.
Blakenmore,
Aye.
Steiner.
Aye.
Do we have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
So moved. Thank you, everyone.